with your Pips and Positivity moment here tonight. We will be talking about scheduling our day. And as promised from yesterday, resuming literally our regularly scheduled videos, I'm just going to give you some steps on what I do. Again, if it works for you, then great. If not, throw something in the comments and ask, some questions. Maybe I can find the answer for you, or something that may work better for you. But again, this is the list of things that I take into consideration, things that I do, and things that I actually do for myself. Hint, hint. Once everything is completed, or I've made progress on getting important things taken care of, so that we can get to the bigger picture later on down the line. So, if you have not already, before we get started, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, so that you actually are able to get some of this greatness on a regular basis. Also, hit the button, the bell down there for notifications for when I upload new videos. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with tips and tricks on scheduling your day. Okay, Peppers. So I've broken the steps down into 7 different steps, and we're gonna start with what you should do as far as like getting your mindset correct. You want to first imagine the big picture of what you want to accomplish. So before you go out setting out to schedule your day, you need to know what you're scheduling your day for. You need to always know what you want and what you want to accomplish. That way, the steps that you take beyond this one can actually make sense and actually be something that is beneficial for what it is you're trying to get done. The second step is to decide the total amount of time that you want to devote to accomplishing your big picture. So, if you have 4 or 5 hours to devote to what it is you're trying to do, then go ahead and set aside 4 or 5 hours to get completed everything that you have to do. And that way, you have something big to kind of divide up into subsections, which happens to be part of our next step. So just make sure that whatever time you have available that you set aside to do this, that is something that you can work with, and that's going to be realistic for the project that you're trying to complete. Okay, so step number 3, if you have not already done this, is to sit down and make a list of things that need to be accomplished and assign a priority number to them. So you would want to be able to put down number ones as mandatory things that you have to get done and probably need to get done within the next 2 hours. Then number twos would actually be things that are important. They don't have to be done right now, but it would definitely be something that you want to get accomplished by the end of the business day. And then number 3 would be things that can actually wait. They are important, but they can wait. You can do them tomorrow if you don't actually get to those today. So assign a priority number 1 through 3 to everything that you have to accomplish on the list of things that you have that you need to put on your schedule. Okay, so step number 4, now that we have everything listed and we have everything with its priority number listed there, you want to schedule 30 to 90 minute increments for each task with 15 minutes in between each thing. So you want to allow more time for big projects. Of course, you could probably do 2 to 4 hours for those, depending on how big the project is. But you definitely want to make sure that you have about 10 to 15 minutes. And I would recommend 15 to 20 minutes in between each task, just so that you can give your mind time to recuperate and actually give yourself a rest break in between each thing that you're trying to accomplish. Okay, so step number 5 is to set reminders on your phone or use a timer to stay on task throughout the day. A lot of times we can get so immersed in whatever it is that we're working on that we lose track of time, and we end up either spending way too much time on something or not spending enough time on what we need to spend time on and being distracted by a lot of other different things. So if you're using a timer or something to remind you when it's time to change whatever you're doing or stop one task and go to another, then you'll actually be able to stay on task a lot better. Now, one note of caution I would submit to you is that you want to try to minimize distractions as much as possible. So, if you can, limit television and unnecessary apps or noises while you're working on the project that you're working on. So, if you need to, maybe shut down your Facebook or your Instagram or Twitter accounts, just so that you can actually work and get everything accomplished without being distracted and trying to multitask unnecessarily, that would be a great idea. Okay, the last and final step for me is to check off your task as you complete them and reward yourself for each accomplished task. So, for everything that you actually do, make sure that you mark it off so you're not repeating tasks unnecessarily. And then, for everything that you actually get done, give yourself some kind of small reward. Positive reinforcement really goes a long way, even if you're doing it for yourself. Okay, Pipper. So hopefully you are better able now to schedule your day. I hope that you enjoyed the tips that I provided. To be honest with you, I am using them as well. Again, trying to make sure that I'm getting a lot better with my time management. Making sure that I get everything accomplished that I need to get accomplished, or that I'm just simply able to better schedule around other things that I have going on in my life. So, if you are a very busy person, maybe you're a parent, maybe you are just doing a lot with like maybe school and work or something like that, and you just really have to be on top of your time management, then this is a definitely a great way to make sure that you get everything fit into the day. So if you have any questions or anything like that, make sure that you drop them in the comments. Also, drop in additional suggestions for things that actually work for you, or things that you would like more help on, and maybe we can kind of, find the answer for you together. Also, if you have not already, make sure that you hit like on this video if you feel like it provided you any type of value, and make sure that you subscribe. You want to stay. Welcome. Also, make sure that you click the bell down there so that you are getting more notifications for when I upload additional videos. So, you guys have an awesome week. Try to put these into practice and make that week very productive. So we'll see you back here on Monday. I'm not going to record over the weekend, but we will see you back here on Monday with more pips and positivity. Love you, Pippers. Hey, listen, tips pay my bills, amongst other things. So if you would like to learn more about just investing in Forex, or even making a little money from your cell phone, your computer, your laptop, or whatever, then you make sure that you send me an email at pippreneur@gmail.com to join the Paste Profit Pool Challenge.